What's happening is absolutely devastating. And our company didn't want to sit on the sidelines, and we're presenting this market update just saying that we don't want you to either. We saw recently in the news how Airbnb stepped forward and offered a no-fee service. For anyone looking to book Airbnbs in the Ukraine, you can feel so helpless at times when you look at a situation like this and you're hoping that somehow it's going to be the government or another agency that can intervene in order to help. And we're just a small company out of Simsbury, Connecticut, and yet we felt compelled in order to do something about the atrocity that's happening in the Ukraine. To that effect, our company is going to align itself with our actions the way that we want to in the housing business, and we're going to do that in a charitable way this year now by helping the people in Ukraine through booking Airbnbs locally for them, so that we're directing funds right into the hands of the people of the Ukraine. We're going to encourage you guys to do the same thing by providing you with links below on how to do this. It's very simple. You can simply log on to airbnb.com. You can see on the screen here and find a superhost or a local Airbnb and book it there, and you can watch as the funds go directly from us into the hands of people who live in the Ukraine and who are experiencing this atrocity right now. We hope you do so. For what's happening in the market right now, well, it's a little bit of a downer as well, and unfortunately we've seen sales prices do what we expected them to do. Originally back last year we announced that it would probably cool until February, as it normally does every single year, and that's exactly what it's doing right now. We watched as sale prices in Connecticut, median sale prices dropped to about $300,000, up from our zenith point of around $340,000 this past year. We're expecting that to turn around right away. Just keep in mind that those who are putting their houses under contract and buying homes right now, they're typically going to be writing those contracts in December and in January and then closing in February, and that's why those numbers are showing up. And fewer people do that. We saw around 2,500 people purchase homes in the last month, as opposed to over 3,000 in prior months. We also saw that inventory has been slowly declining to its lowest point that we've seen in about the last 10 years, to around 1.3 months worth of inventory. And what this means is that if no one put their house on the market in the state of Connecticut, we'd all of a sudden see no homes on the market after about 2 months. Now, obviously this is very concerning for people, and so they're reaching out to us as they saw our past market update for properties that are signed and looking to be sold, but just simply aren't on the MLS right now. We'd encourage you to reach out about that as well if you're looking to sell your property. But right now is one of the best times in order to reach out and talk about the home prep process. We have a 7-step plan in order to not only make sure that you get the best price for your house in the market, but also the best terms. You see that a contract is written up not just from the price, but it's also written up from the terms. And sellers in this market are finding similar challenges to buyers in that they have to buy a house, and it's just as challenging as their buyer is to find their house. And so we're writing our contracts in such ways that allow our sellers time to find that new home, even lease back agreements that allow them to stay in a property well after they've sold the home. In this seller's market, the buyers are accommodating. If you're a buyer in this market, we absolutely know how to navigate these situations by providing a 14-step, comprehensive, perfect contract checklist you can ask your agent about. Thank you so much for joining us in this special edition for a market update. We hope that you get involved and assist the people of the Ukraine in the way that we're aligning with our core values and doing the same. Thanks, and we'll see you next month.